Well, welcome back, blog number 3, and we're well and truly into the countdown now. We're just under 4 weeks before we have to head back to Australia, which is a bit scary because it seems I haven't achieved as much as I would like to this point. But I'm starting to get a handle on what it is I want to do. And you might recall on a previous blog I mentioned the problem of this cityscape with all those straight lines and parallel lines, and it's hard work, it's tedious. One way around that I've found is to look at this landscape through misty windows, through wet windows, which was in fact the first way I saw this cityscape, on boats through misty windows. And what it does is it diffuses the light, breaks down all that detail, all those parallel lines, and gives you an option to push that into abstraction as far as you like. Further to that, I recently went on a bus trip on a wet night, steamy windows, looking out at the night lights through this window, the way a child will often look through these windows at a very, very complex image and simplify it with the finger across the glass, like this. So that opens up a whole lot of opportunities to some of the great iconic buildings and structures in New York, where they can be simplified and abstracted and messed with. Over the weeks, another part of the New York cityscape that's been unavoidable and really quite stimulating is street art. Street art, graffiti, glorified graffiti. I know that there's some conjecture in that terminology, but really I'm talking about the top end of street art. It's developed to such an extent, it's really fabulous. And it's everywhere in the world, but New York seems to have even more of it. I never cease to be amazed at the places you see this art. Way up on the side of buildings, you think, how did they get up there? In fact, that's part of the beauty of it. In the subways, way down in the middle of the tunnels. So these artists are taking huge risks just to get their work seen. Many people now consider street art the new contemporary art movement, and I tend to agree with them. This work behind me, for example, is really of a previous era of figurative works, perhaps of Impressionism, and street art is experiencing the same dynamics, the same political objections that all of the great art movements before it have experienced. If we look, for example, at our beloved Impressionists, it was just as tough for them. As I say, this seems to be the case with any major art movement. There's great resistance. We all love what we're comfortable with. And it's that makes it exciting. So with that in mind, I thought I would paint this piece in a traditional sense and then add something extra as a statement on that transition and how awkward it is for us to move from one to the other. This is awkward for me to do, and I hope it's awkward for you to watch as well. I know some people will hate it. I hope some people enjoy it. I doubt that my bank manager is going to enjoy this, but we're going to do it anyway. Great. Fires. That's great. Going on? I quite like it. Oh, one more. And the piece de resistance. That's why I do it, for you to ask the question.
Oh, okay.
Why do you do that?
Why?
It's graffiti.
Oh, okay.
Graffiti on a traditional painting, you see?
Wow. That's a shame.
Yeah, I know, it's good. But that's the response I want. That's good.
It's a shame. Look beautiful.
Ah, well. You know, it gets people angry. It's good. You know, like graffiti, it gets people angry.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
And now you're angry. Good. Well, like it or hate it, I have to say that was the most exciting 10 seconds of painting I've done in my life. It's invigorating because it's so naughty.